Finally, I think I have the camera how I want it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is time for another pregnancy update. As of a few days ago, I am 13 weeks and baby E is the size of a peach, I believe, which seems so big. I feel like the baby is growing so fast. Since I am nearing the end of my first trimester, a lot of you have probably guessed that my extreme fatigue is fading away, thank goodness. I don't need naps during the day anymore. I'm waking up naturally at like normal times. There was even a day when I woke up at 4:30 a.m. and I could not get back to sleep, so I just started my day at 4:30 a.m. I'm still getting the cramps in my lower abdomen when I like stretch one way or like move too quickly. I've also been craving ices and just like cold things a whole lot. One new symptom I have is heartburn, which is terrible to me because I'm not someone who gets heartburn, so like when I do get heartburn, I am miserable. Like it makes me feel so sick to my stomach. So I've kind of gotten to this point where like I can only eat little bits at a time. I still eat like a normal amount during the day, but I can't ever eat like a whole lot at once because I always just feel so sick. If anyone has any like tips for heartburn, like foods that are maybe like better to eat if you're getting heartburn, please let me know down in the comments. I tried sleeping with the pregnancy pillow a little bit more, but still not working out for me. I don't know. Hopefully it works out at some point. I did have to go to the store the other day and get some warm weather maternity clothes because the weather is already starting to warm up here, which is crazy. And I also had to buy a pair of sandals because like a lot of my sandals have been fitting like really tight on my feet lately. Even like some of my most comfortable shoes have felt uncomfortable. So I decided to get some comfy, loose sandals that would be really comfortable for me. One thing that I totally forgot to talk about in my last update is that at my OB appointment that I kind of went over in my last update, I did find out that I have a negative blood type, Matthew has a positive blood type, so something about that can like cause issues. So I have to get some sort of shot like later on in my pregnancy to like keep my like body from building up like antibodies for a positive blood. I don't know. I'm really confused on it, but I know it's like really common. A lot of people get it. So yeah, that's one of the things that I found out at my last OB appointment. Now let's move on to the epilepsy portion. I have a lot of news in this one. I had a neurologist appointment on Thursday, just a couple of days after I posted my last update, and everything went great. He said, we're gonna increase your Lamictal by 100 milligrams, and then I went and had blood work done. Then Saturday night, I had a seizure. We weren't really sure what to do as far as like having a seizure when pregnant, but from a lot of things we read, if you have one early on in the pregnancy, you don't need to go to the ER. You just need to like, you know, obviously recover from it and then call your OB and your neurologist. So that's the route that we went. We didn't go to the ER or anything. The next day, not the next day, yesterday, so a couple of days after, we went to the OB so they could do, they could check the baby's heart rate to make sure the baby was doing okay. So we went there, they found the heartbeat, everything sounds good, it's nice and strong like it's supposed to be. They did tell me that if I have any more seizures like up to 24 weeks, then it's the same thing, just recover at home, call them, let them know, and we'll come in and they'll, you know, do a check for the baby, like either an ultrasound or they'll use the Doppler. But she said 24 weeks in after, I would need to go to the ER so I could be monitored for a while. Well, they can monitor the baby for a while. But for now, I'm okay. I don't need to go to the ER for seizures. It's just later in pregnancy, that's when I need to go to the ER so I can be monitored. So that was nice to know because we honestly had no idea what we were supposed to do. I got a call from my neurologist today and basically found out why I had a seizure. He got the results of my blood work and he told me that my medication levels had decreased significantly since my last appointment. So he actually ups my medication by 200 milligrams instead of 100 milligrams. This is just the Lamictal. He's keeping Keppra the same. It's just my Lamictal he has increased by 200 milligrams now. Obviously, anyone who has had seizures or they have seizures on a regular basis, you know that like recovery afterwards can be a little difficult. This seizure in particular was really difficult for me to come out of. I couldn't remember things. I had like no idea like what day it was, anything like that. So it was really difficult for me to come out of this one, and I was getting really frustrated because I couldn't remember things. But thank goodness I had Matthew there with me. He is great at helping me come out of seizures. But over the next couple of days, I think like the 2 nights after, I had a lot of trouble sleeping because I was in a lot of pain. Obviously, after you have a seizure, you're sore like all throughout your body. So it was really difficult for me to sleep. I really wasn't eating very well. I'm still not eating like normal because I bit my tongue on both sides really bad, and it's like way in the back and it hurts when I eat. It actually hurts right now when I talk, when my tongue hits my teeth. So if my talking sounds weird, that's why. I'm sorry. But other than that, things have been great. That was my first seizure since finding out I was pregnant. I did have one, I think I told y'all right before I found out, like a week before I found out I was pregnant. I was really hoping that I would be one of those great stories I read about on message boards of women who had seizures all the time, but then when they got pregnant, they didn't have a single seizure for 9 months. I was really hoping that would be me, but I guess not. But we're prepared for if I have a seizure in the future. We know when I would need to go to the ER, so that's great. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more prepared. Other than having a seizure, this has been probably like the best I've felt in the past few days. This has been like the best I felt since I've been pregnant. I've had energy. I've been able to go out and do stuff. I just feel so much better. Like, you don't even know. Like, I'm sure anyone who's pregnant knows exactly what I'm talking about, but I feel so much better. I mean, last night I cooked dinner for us and I went shopping. It's been so wonderful, y'all. I wish y'all could see these cats. I know you can kind of see Henry back there, but Riley's out right next to me and you can't see her. So anyway, I think that is it for this pregnancy update. I didn't have a lot to talk about other than the fact that I had a seizure. Things have been pretty great. Oh, the bump. I forgot to show the bump last time, so I have to show this time. Okay, here is the bump. It's still a little bump. Not really much there, but there is a little bit of a bump. Alright, so that is it for my 13-week update. As always, if you have any questions or if there's something that you want me to cover in the next video, let me know down in the comments and I will try to answer or cover that in the next video. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up or share a comment, whatever you'd like to do. I love talking to y'all down in the comments. And don't forget to check out our daily vlog channel if you want to see more of like our daily life and see my pregnancy progression like on a regular basis. Other than that, I will see y'all next week. Bye!